This video is sponsored by Lemon Vodka. When life gives you lemons, make lemon flavored vodka so you can forget the time your nephew bullied you at a family party for using Tinder. The wonderful world of Dark Souls, filled with lush landscapes, numerous prisons, and piles of old decaying bodies. The Florida of the gaming world, if you will. However, how did this great land come to be? The beginning was just darkness and dragons, like actual fucking dragons. Dragons were basically Jesus, just flying around doing whatever the fuck they wanted. Humans were around, kind of. More on that later. But you try to live with dragons. That shit's real hard. Hope you like being fucking barbecued constantly. Saying humanity was in a good place is a lot like saying Cyberpunk won't come out a buggy mess when it finally releases.
Leave her alone.
But then there was the first flame, which is life and humanity. But also, the flame is real, and it being lit means there's hot and cold now, and also life and death. Shit's kind of normal now. Normal in a Dark Souls sense, not a real life kind of sense. Four hollows, bodies without souls, sauntered up to the first flame and found four souls just kind of chilling there, waiting to be used. Nito, the witch Izalith, Gwyn, and I shit you not, something called the furtive pygmy. But this pygmy guy is super important because he's actually like the ancestor to all of humanity. So try to remember that. The three hollows, minus the furtive pygmy who went on to live in relative obscurity, really didn't like being constantly barbecued and shit on by the dragons. So they, along with a dragon called Seif the Scaleless, who was mad about being cyberbullied for being scaleless, used their powers to rip the scales off of the dragons, which is important because it makes them immortal. Don't ask why, honestly, it doesn't really matter. And then Nito used his power over death to kill them. I forgot to mention the fact that Nito is a big deal because he gave up most of his soul to control death, which is pretty neato. I'm so fucking sorry for this. This caused the Age of Fire, where the Hollows were seen as gods, which I mean is pretty easy to see why, considering they just killed immortal dragons with a cute little pink dragon. Seriously, he's fucking adorable. I really hope my editor is throwing up a picture of this right now. After this, Gwyn made Seif a duke, so he's actually a royal dragon now, and commands respect even if he's a dirty dragon trader, and technically a snitch. Gwyn also gave Seif part of his soul. Gwyn, realizing once you pop, you just can't stop, gave four kings part of his soul too. You might be wondering the how and the why this works. And let me tell you, I was wondering that too, but in this universe, souls can be split like pizza and handed out to basically just anyone. The world of Dark Souls is one of cycles, and the Age of Fire started slowly coming to an end because of the first flame was starting to go out. With it, the power of the lords. The original four peeps from the beginning, technically three. Izalith, not liking the whole being powerless again in a world where dragons used to exist, decided to try and make a new great flame with magic. She created a flame, all right, but it was more of a flame of chaos. That's actually the name. And with a name like that, you know the shit went down. So, Flame of Chaos corrupted her and turned her into the Bed of Chaos. God, these names are fucking metal. The creatures around the land of Lord Rand were turned into demons along with her three children because they had mommy issues. Her son became what I can only describe as the aftermath of a bad hookup with a volcano known as the Ceaseless Discharge. Her daughters also... Fuck. Her daughters also animorphed into spiders, but got stuck halfway with only the sexy bits making it out. Gwyn sees all this and decides to give it his best shot, and goes up to the first flame and sacrifices himself, becoming the Lord of Cinder and extending the first flame for 1,000 years. Royal Dragon Trader Seif becomes obsessed with research and becomes the founder of sorcery, and also maybe being driven mad by his research, but that kind of is up to interpretation and depends who you're talking to, but also he's definitely insane. He's fucking insane. 1,000 years later, your character escapes an asylum, and that's the lead up to the game. If you guys want me to cover the other two games, let me know. Either way, don't forget to subscribe. I need to go fucking lie down now.